Hello everyone, Joseph with Nosara Realty Group. Today we're going to look at how much does it cost to sell homes and land in Costa Rica. If you are thinking of selling your home, your land, your lot, condo, any property in Costa Rica, or you're thinking of buying a property in Costa Rica and then wondering how much would it cost me to sell it when I do, this is the video for you. Okay, a quick introduction and we'll get right into it. This is the Nosara Realty Group. This is our group that specializes in high-end luxury properties in Costa Rica, buy and sell, design of villas, myself, Sherry, and Andrew. This is the Playa Lagarto real estate website. This is our resale site, focusing mostly on Lagarto, Tamarindo, and everything in between. Nosara listings are here as well. This is the blog where you can see more information about our designs, how we do maximum design efficiency. So if you wanted to do a house, we can design very efficient house for you that will reduce your cost of buying the house, maintaining the house, and will give you maximum efficiency for the space. Okay, let's get into it, and I'm going to show you what the costs are of selling your lots, homes, land in Costa Rica. Now, there's a disclaimer here, and the disclaimer is that this is not financial or legal or accounting advice. This is based on research, and I'll show you some of the research and some of the things I know from my personal interaction with lawyers, builders, sellers in Costa Rica. Nonetheless, get your own legal advice, get your own accounting advice. We always say that, and make sure you're always represented. Okay, so the thing that I've done is I'm going to share a screen here with you. Is I looked at my own research, but I also looked at some AI to use AI to summarize. In this case, I used Gemini 2.5 Flash version, and I said cost of closing on real estate property in Costa Rica, including realtors' fees, taxes, legal fees, and any other costs. So I pretty much covered it all. And the response is 11 sources you can see here, and the response is, I'm gonna go through a few of those. When closing on a real estate property in Costa Rica, several costs are involved, typically totaling around 4 to 5.5% of purchase price. And these are the citations here. These costs generally include legal fees, transfer taxes, and other related expenses. Here's a breakdown of common costs. Legal fees. These fees are for the attorney or notary public handling this transaction. These are typically around 1.25% of the sales price, plus 13% value added on the legal fees. The 13% is on the 1.25. It's not on the whole thing. Transfer tax, 1.5% of the purchase price. National Registry and document stamp. These are additional fees. Escrow service. There's some escrow service. VAT, that's HST in Canada, value added tax, 13%, just same as in Ontario. Overall, the total cost, including registration, notary and attorney, documentary stamps, transfer, typically do not exceed 6%. Now, I asked the same question, ChatGPT 4.1. And it responded 4 to 6% of the property purchase. And here's a breakdown. Legal notary fee is 1 to 1.5% plus 13% on the legal fees, not on the whole thing. Transfer 1.5, that's government. Registry 0.8 to 1 of property. Escrow fees about 0.25 to 0.5% of the property price. Realtors at 5 to 6%. Could be more, could be negotiated. Most fees you'll see on realtor fees will be 6 to 10%. Okay. And remind you that the property price in Costa Rica is relatively lower. So in Canada, US, so places where the price of real estate is higher, may realtor fee be a little smaller, but for realtor to stay in the business, those percentages be higher if the cost of the property is lower. To due diligence cost, title studies 500 to 1,000, additional fees, and here's a summary table. Legal notary 1 to 1.5, transfer tax 1.5. Stamps 1%, escrow if used 0.25, realtor 5 to 6, other 500 to 1,000, total 4 to 6%. Here I asked you to give me a detailed breakdown of cost for property sold for $50,000. So it goes through all these calculations here, and it gives me a low and a high estimate. The low is $2,440. $2,440, and the high is $3,347.50. This is in USD. Okay, so expect about 2,500 to 3,500 for 50,000. 2,500 is only 2%. So you can see how when you keep asking the same question, you get slightly different, But here is Grok, also came with 4 to 6%, and gave a pretty similar answer, 25 to 3650. So, and here 2500 to 3000. So you can see how all these things coming more or less to the 2500 to 3500, more or less. This is buyers and sellers also about the same. Now, what we would do for you is we would refer you to a local Costa Rican lawyer if you like, and that lawyer will give you their estimate to how much would it cost you to sell or buy that property in Costa Rica. That same lawyer could also do a search for you on the title to make sure that the property indeed is registered to the person who claims it does. Now, we ask for documents that proving that the seller purchased the property. Nonetheless, you have to ask a lawyer to do the due diligence that a lawyer does, including title search. Search for any liens on the property, search for any taxes are owed on the property, and so on and so forth. So when you're going to do the deal, you know exactly how much you're going to pay, whether you're buying or selling the property. Now, there's going to be slight variance if you calculate for 50,000, but the property sold for 55,000 or 45, things of that nature. But you're going to get a very accurate amount that will help you plan for your purchase or disposition of the property. Any other questions, let me know. This is it for today. Thank you.